Welcome back to smarthelping.com. It's been a couple weeks, and what I have today is an update on. It's probably the most popular template I've had in the past over the past 2 years, which is the inventory restocking and cash flow planning template. So what this is um, if you now the old version will still be available, but I'm making an update, which so now when you ever you purchase this, it's going to come with this one and the other one. No extra charge. It's still $45. So I'm adding functionality to make it a little bit, if you want to get a little more granular and do some more advanced things with your inventory forecasting, this has done it. So what I've built is a column for minimum inventory, which means you can see here if you go to your inventory levels. Before, the logic was counting, and as soon as this got below zero, like it's looking at the historical daily sales, and as soon as that got below zero, it would trigger um, more inventory needed to be had at this point, and then based on lead time and everything else, the logic figures out when that has to be purchased and how much, and all kinds of. This is probably the most useful logic I've honestly ever built because I've had so many people use it, want to work with it. So um, it's been really great, but we've now got it. So now you can see, look at 54, it now triggers a reorder event because it's below 50. Let's say we put that at like 100 for the first one. Now if we go to the inventory, look at now, it's actually reordered it earlier. As soon as it got below 100, like it went from 105, and then next month it would have been over. So that means this month we need to have more inventory coming in, so that we never actually go below 105 as the ending inventory balance. So that's going to track all of your different timings of when you're going to have to order inventory in the next 12 months. And sometimes that can be difficult to know with all your lead times, your current inventory, and everything else. Um, so another piece that I added besides minimum inventory level is actually payment terms. So this is, let's say you're buying inventory and you don't actually have to pay the suppliers for a certain amount of days. So you order it, it's got a lead time of however many days you put over here, and then it's got a different amount of days when you actually need to pay for that, which could be sometime in the future. So that's actually important when really nailing down the timing of inventory or the timing of cash requirements. And the old model assumed as soon as you purchased it, that was going to be when the cash comes out. But now you can still do that if you just put a zero in here, but if you put a number in here above zero, it will delay the payment coming out by that amount of days. And that's also still taking into account the lead time. So it knows when you need to order it so the inventory comes on time, and it also knows when you're going to have to actually pay that out based on this. So I had to do this, I had to add a couple more matrices down here to figure out like, um, let's see, I think it used to end at this one when units are purchased. Now I had to add the payment day and then the day of payment telling me how much it's actually getting paid for. So you can see 78 is here for SKU 4, and the purchase day is going to be based on all the logic. Be sometime in here. Let me see. It's hard to see. 57, 80, 103. Oh, these are the days. That's not going to tell me how much. So this is the days, and then this is the actual amounts that's happening. So 78 is happening because, look at our reorder level, it's 78 because we've defined the reorder amount to be 2 times the monthly sales, average monthly sales. Um, and then the last piece of logic I've added is the first payment date. So it's possible that you're doing a forecast where you don't want to automatically have it start. Let's say you have zero balance or you could have a balance in there, but you don't actually want inventory to start being used until some point in the future. So now our starting balance is going to be this, and the logic is saying, okay, we got 641 here. It's got your purchase date is 9/1, but look at the arrival date 9/11. So it's saying based on a lead time of 10, it's now adjusting this back. So they arrive here, you actually buy them here, and then you pay for them 31 days later because of the logic for the terms of the payment. So you're actually paying for them here on 10/1. And that is then being referenced in the sales forecast to figure out actually how much cash is going out each month based on all of that logic. And then it sums it up at the top to know um, how much you're paying for inventory over time. It's also doing total reorder amounts, and it's doing revenue here at the top, which is just based on whatever price, average selling price you have put in column D. So I did this update because so many people have used this template and it's been really, really useful. So I figured why not try to make it better. So I think this does. So it still does everything it did before, and this template can be used in the exact same way the other one was by just you can zero this out, you can zero this out, you can make the date just the first date of the forecast, and it'll go for a 365-day period, and you could also and then yeah, everything else is how it used to work. And if you did that, it would be completely fine, and it'd still give you the results. All right, that's all I got for you. If you want to purchase it, obviously go to smarthelping.com. I've got some nice bulk discounts there as well, and I've actually grouped the templates by category, so you can buy in bulk by category as well now. Makes it a bit um, more flexible to get you what you want and as efficiently as possible and get a little discount if you're willing to buy more things. And I guess that's all I got for you. The description or the in the description box below will be the links to the site and everything else. See you on the next one.